brains. Silly zombie, brains are for humans. 6 out of every 7 people attacked by zombies, or the living dead as they wish to be called, are killed all the time. 3 things every person needs to know going to a zombie apocalypse is 1, their enemy, 2, the effectiveness of their arsenal against the enemy, and 3, how to defend against the enemy. The first thing you need to ask yourself is, what is a zombie? A zombie is a reanimated human corpse. Yes, my friend, you are a zombie. A few physical attributes that zombies have are excellent hearing, a better sense of smell, and a taste for brains. There's only one way to destroy a zombie, and that is by completely and utterly destroying their brain. Now that we've finished step 1, and you know your enemy, we're going to approach step 2, which is knowing how to destroy your enemy. This, my friends, is where it gets very, very interesting. The first category of weapons that I'm going to describe to you are blunt weapons. They can range from normal hammers to larger sludge-like hammers, from crowbars to quarterstaffs and wooden collie sticks. These weapons have both negatives and positives. Now in a fight with zombies, the hammer is a very durable weapon. Next to the hammer would be weapons such as the quarterstaff and collie sticks. These weapons are good at knocking the zombies away and keeping your distance from them. But the best blunt weapon that you can possibly use is a crowbar. This very durable, light weapon is beneficial for the fact that you will not get tired using it, and you could also use it as an instrument to lift things in case scenarios where you are stuck somewhere. Now that I got done describing what blunt weapons do and their positives and negatives, I'm now going to show you how to use an actual weapon against a living zombie. Wait. First weapon I'm going to use will be the normal hammer. A zombie is going to try swarming you, grabbing you, and biting you. You first got to move out of the way and make sure he can't get you. Wait for an opening and hit him in the side of his temple. If you hit him hard enough, the zombie will fall down, and if you think he is not dead yet, you must continue getting on him and hitting him in the head until he completely succumbs to the wounds. Now the second weapon in the blunt weapon category is the sledgehammer. The only difference between this and the normal hammer is that this weapon is much heavier, which becomes you will become more weary wielding it. Now you have to make sure you give yourself enough time to swing this object when a zombie is attacking you, because it is heavier and it will take longer. Now the third weapon I'm going to just describe to you is the quarterstaff. The most beneficial part of the quarterstaff is its length and the fact that you can keep the zombie at bay at a distance where it cannot touch you. You can also take this and swing it using the leverage and the length of it to get more force and hit him in the head. The last weapon I'm going to describe to you in the blunt weapon category is the crowbar. Once again, this can be used simply to hit the zombie over the head with repeatedly until the brain is destroyed, or you can turn it around and use the pointed ends to aim towards the eyes or the mouth and pierce into the brain. Now edge weapons, they range from household kitchen knives to broadswords and Japanese katanas. Now the kitchen knife is the most common of bladed weapons. It is very good in tight spaces for the fact that it is very short, but it does not have the necessary power to really do much damage to a zombie unless you stab it through the eye and it damages the brain. Where the kitchen knife is lacking in power, the broadsword most certainly is not. This is a weapon that is most commonly used to cut opponents in half. It is not extremely fast or agile in any possible way, and you will get tired using it. And the katana is the best of both worlds. It is extremely powerful, it can decapitate a zombie in a single swing, and it has the swiftness of the kitchen knife. I'm going to show you the use of the katana. All edged weapons are basically the same. You just have to remember that each weapon is on a different size ratio, in which case you have to attempt to do the same thing that I'm showing you now, but it's going to vary from time because of the weight and size distribution. First of all, the main point about katana and any other weapon is going to try to decapitate the zombie, so that way he no longer has use of his body, but he will still be able to control his head, so do not like stick your toe in his mouth and such forth. So say the zombie's out flail at me. I'm going to sidestep, go underneath him, and cut right across the spine. And this will normally completely decapitate the zombie. Second of all, the zombie does go at you, you can also cut off his limbs, such as like if he goes at me. See? They're always disarmed. Now that you both know your enemy and know how to defeat your enemy, I'm going to teach you how to defend yourself against the enemy so you don't become one of the undead hordes that are attacking your family. First of all, you don't want to wear things like jackets or long hair because they will grab you by those things and pull you onto the ground, which is where they have the advantage. If you fall on the ground, they will most likely eat you, in which case you won't be having a great day. I'm also going to teach you locations that you should or should not go to if you choose to not run from the enemy, but defend yourself in a selected area. When defending against zombies, there's two options. You could, one, run away, or two, hide in a location which you think is safe. Most people are going to go to police stations, malls, and schools. And I'm here to tell you that those are not good places to go. They're going to be overpopulated, and you have just as much a chance of being trampled as you do eaten by zombies. You need to stay at home. This is a place where you know all the hidden spots, all the corners. You could board the windows and lock the doors. You need to prepare food and water for everyone. And you need to only be there with people that will not annoy you. Because if you're with people that are going to annoy you, after a week, you're going to want to kill them just as much as the zombies are. These are the things that you need to know to defend against zombies. I have now taught you the 3 steps of zombie survival. I have taught you about the enemy so you know how to kill them. I have taught you specific ways of killing them and the positives and negatives of these weapons. And I've taught you how to defend against zombies. Hopefully all of these will help you in the oncoming zombie war.